Hey guys, Darkhope here and welcome back to part 10 of my Halo Infinite LASO guide. Today we'll be doing the Nexus and the following video will be the Command Spire. Let's get straight into it. To start us off, you want to have the evasion module equipped and just keep evading. You should be able to skip the entirety of the first quarter of the levels here, so you can easily avoid all the big rooms until you reach the final room where you have to face off a couple brutes, grunts and jackals. Just be aware of all the enemies here and just keep evading. Use the cover to your advantage. In the event where you do take some damage, try to find a brute, jackal or grunt and hit them in the back. You will essentially recharge your shields immediately and just keep evading forward. This strategy is actually kind of reliable as long as you keep moving. You can't really stop, otherwise the enemies will actually kill you. I'll pretty much let this entire bit play out so you guys know what I did and just see how many rooms I skip. Try to take note of how I actually avoid my enemies here and there, in the corridors especially, so just be aware of what I do here and try to replicate it. You should be able to replicate it as well as mirror the movements if possible, as long as you get used to the evasion movements. Kill the elite and grunts grouped up together in this doorway. They're just two grouped up together and will actually pose a problem to you with their melees and actually hitting their hitboxes so they know where you are. With this you should be able to skip a large majority of enemies in this room, as well as saving a lot of time. For this area, you will need to kill everyone in this room. Don't worry, the enemies in this room is quite simple. Just a couple skewer enemies, grunts, jackals, maybe a jackal sniper here and there. Just try to take them out as slowly as possible. Do it at your own pace. You should be able to clear it quite easily and quickly. Always try to remember to get your shields back in this room before you proceed forward. Otherwise, you will lose out on an upcoming checkpoint. Skipping forward, after you clear this room, go to the switch, unlock it and start heading towards the door. By the end of the corridor in the big room, you'll find 2 hunters and 1 grunt. Immediately kill the grunt before you start focusing on the hunters. Try forcing him back far away, as well as stay in this open doorway here for as long as possible before the game actually forces you in this room. Try to focus on 1 hunter at a time and keep our line of sight to a minimum on the second hunter if possible. By the end of the 3rd, maybe 4th shot, the hunters will actually go in a rage, so they'll actually start rapid firing their guns at you. Just be careful, take some cover behind these boxes here, and just hope for the best that they actually don't send those boxes flying at you, otherwise you'll just die. Try to hit the hunters with direct shots, as these will actually send them further back towards the back room. This gives you more time to actually line up another shot to at least repeat this process. Moving forward again, at this gondola section, ignore what I do in the video. The tip for this section is just essentially keep using the evasion module in the very center platform. So essentially where you activated the switch, just keep hitting the evasion module to keep hitting the wall in front of you to your side, either the right or left one, essentially. As long as you keep doing this, the monitors and the sentinels, won't actually know where you are, so you can essentially just avoid all the enemies in this room. I realized this near the ending of the gondola and I started to do it a bit, but just pretty much do it throughout the entire gondola ride. It's a lot easier and you just don't need to stress about it. It's so carefree to the point that you can actually just get your phone and just mess around with it for like 30 to 40 seconds. Maybe give it a minute if you are not listening to the game audio. Just keep using the evasion module in the corner and you'll be fine. Nothing will harm you. And it's just a very easy section to again skip. You can tell when the sentinels are actually not hunting you as you see the white eyes of them. The orange eyes means they actually detect you, so when they're going white, you can at least confirm that they don't see you. With the evasion tip of constantly using it, they will pretty much flicker in and out with the white and yellow eyes, but they won't stick to it. So as long as you keep doing the evasion trick, they will actually just be stuck in this loop essentially, and they won't fire at you. Moving forward, as you get to this section where you have to get the power seeds, start with the left and right ones as they're the easiest. Just use the evasion skill like before and just skip all the enemies. If you however get spotted, try to kill all the enemies if possible before you move on to the final room. For the final room, I recommend killing all the enemies here. You won't be able to evade them all, as you have to grab the power seed at the end of this light bridge while more enemies spawn. So actually killing them makes it a lot easier with progressing this level. Just take your time with this section and clear out all the enemies. It should be easy enough as long as you don't rush it. You don't need to worry about taking too much damage in this section as long as you clear it. Even if you lose your shields in this section, they will pretty much be regained in the following mission automatically. And with that, you've essentially completed the Nexus mission. If you guys enjoyed this sort of thing, make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment down below about your LASO experience. And as always, this is Dark Hope, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya.